All right, what's up, guys? He's Elisha here. I'm a tutor for the Dr. Biz Master Academy. So this is part 4 of gold breakdown analysis. So yeah, let's go. So we'll stop at part 3, and I talked about how we caught this trade using this breakup block from this level. After seeing that we had a change of trend from the bears to bulls, I basically switched my bias as well. After I called this trade, I was very happy, and I was in a very big, massive high. So I then decided to take this buys on this area as well. But I kind of messed this one up. What happened was simply after winning like that, I wanted to, that day I wanted to take my win home. So I was having a bit of resistance, but I know gold was still bullish here, right? So basically, what happened was that I didn't call this trade buy limit from this level and stop loss at the bottom. Price triggered and went into profit. Like you can see that price went into profits, really into profits. And that day I was also having a session with you guys on Instagram Live. For those who joined Dr. B's Elite's Instagram Live, I was live that day. I was in this trade, we were already in profit. And what happened was that price just reversed, bro. And I broke even. I don't break even. Like, I actually broke even, guys. Like, I broke even. And what happened was that price just came, broke me even, went to the profit just like that. And I was in pains, bro. But I was happy because I was feeling weird about the way the trade played out. In regards to how I was in profit, like price triggered me instantly in profit. I was in profit all the way to this level, and price was reversed. So I was thinking that reversal wasn't like price being done yet. So I was having that, uncomfortable feeling in my chest, and I just missed out on this whole trade. Thankfully, price sold, so I didn't feel as much. I didn't feel as bad. But now, a couple of things I want to really point out was that we were so close. Okay, we were close to a point. So this was like heading towards Friday, right? It was heading towards Friday. We had a target over this high level here. And I know that this is the price next target level. This was price next target level. So, and for Friday, if price is heading for a structural high like this, right? On Friday, it will always give you guys an opportunity to take the trade. So what happened next was critical. So after I messed up this whole trade, I was feeling bad and I needed to make sure, I recover those good feelings. So I did not try to reverse trade as well. So what I then did was I simply just marked my break on market structure. Okay, I marked my break on market structure. Then I had like price was bullish here. So this was where it became really psychological tricky. Like it was tricky psychology wise, right? So I saw price coming here. I begged price, since you broke market structure, just come for my other block that was here. My entry was here, right? My entry was here. Okay, I used the other block that was here, right? My entry was here. I was like, okay, just come for my other block. Price came, and left. I said, oh, price really won't go leave me like this. Price came down again. I was like, okay, fine. Price is going to come this time around. Probably, I was like feeling that this would be an inducement, right? I was thinking this would be an inducement, right? So I was like, okay, price will come. Price came to this level, did a higher low here, and bought more. I was like, hey, price want to go and leave me. Oh, then there was exactly at 3:30. Exactly at 3:30, I was sure because it was a news there that day. I was so sure price was going to pull back. And the 3:30 was overlapping with a 4 hours candle that just opened. And when a 4 hours candle closed previously bullish and a new one is opening here, the pullback is almost guaranteed. So this were the two candles that was like an inducement here. This guy opened and I knew this guy was going to pull back. I knew this guy was going to pull back. I was confident that this guy was going to pull back no matter what. So I had in my chest. So what I then did was quite simple, right? What I then did was quite simple. So what I then did was like, I was like feeling skeptical about the whole thing. So I had the two buy limits. I had one here. Okay, I had one here and I had one here. So I divided my risk into. Surprised then hit my stop loss on this one, took out the inducement. I knew this was an inducement. I knew it was an inducement, but sometimes you don't want to miss out, and there's this FOMO, and your psychology is there as well. You can't do the human mind in terms of like wanting to win so bad. You get it? So, but it's still a good play. I had another limit at the bottom. I told the channel to place both trades on both buy limits. Then price took us out on one. Then price came for this one. Price just tapped it and price just flew. Like price flew. So I held this trade till this level right here. It was 9:30 at night, and I just closed. I was so foolish to do that. I just closed, and as market opened with a gap, like market opened with a gap, and just went off from here. Boom! Immediately, price took off and broke above this level. I was like, oh damn. Oh, damn. So already I was feeling bad that I closed prematurely. Okay. So a lot of psychology then started playing in my mind. So basically, I'm taking the session based off my own experience, and I'm not just trading or pointing out win trades, win trades. You know, these are things that I really did trade. So basically, I was already on the fire, or I was already feeling one kind, like, okay, I actually messed up on not closing. So price then gave me a break on market structure here. That's Sunday to Monday morning. Okay, price give me a break on market structure. I had a buy limit here. So I used a 15 minutes time frame on this trade because that was the most clear bias I can see. I had a 15 minutes so I then had this other block at this level. So when price was pulling back, I was very happy because price was like giving me an opportunity to want to join the buys if you want to keep going more. You understand? Now, because price have gone above this level, its next target was so its next target over the weekend. We had a couple of analysis going on, and one of those couple of analysis, right? There's a fair value gap here that was a dangerous zone. Okay, it was a no-go area. So in my other gold pair, I often mark this place as you see. Hold up. Oh, did I remove it? Oh, seems like I did. Seems like I did remove it. I marked that place as a no-go area, like a no-go area. So I knew that this place was going to create sales. Now, the reason why I knew it was going to create sales because if you look at the past, right, I always like to relate my data with the past. If you look at the past, the minute price broke above this immediate level. Okay, immediate price broke above this immediate level. Okay, mid price went up and got to this fair value gap level. You can see that it was a massive crash down. Immediate price came back to this left bottom side swing level. Okay, left bottom side structural swing level. You can see that price bouncing off it, and from there price went to all-time high straight up after that. Now we can then see that the minute price, so I was basically expecting sales from this fair value gap level already mentally, and so I was planning to buy my way here, but price had other plans. Okay. And that morning, price took out my stop loss completely. Price took out my loss completely. Then price then tapped into the level, not fully. The target area is here, basically to go into the fair value gap completely properly. You understand? And the price just tapped at the first line of the fair value gap and dropped. So at first I didn't jump into this trade. I was already feeling somehow. I was already feeling somehow about the week. Okay, I was already feeling somehow about the week, and I was like, what am I going to do? So I said, let me wait for confirmations first. The price tapped into this other block level that was here. So this was then a break of market structure. It was then a break of market structure. Price then tapped into this other block here and bounced off of it. So when price bounced off of it, I was like, okay, fine. Maybe price will actually want to buy from here, and I bought. I bought from here. My stop loss was below this level here. Just in case this is a fair value gap. This is a fair value gap level. This is the ID principle of stop loss when you're trading fair value gaps. Price rated my stop loss, and I knew that price was going to go lower. Price fell lower. I made price tapped to this level. Okay, similar to what happened in the past, right? The minute price tapped on this key level, you can see that price then bought immediately. You feel me? Price then bought immediately. So my mind was like, fine, this guy is ready for buys. So I'm going to start looking for buys to push above this fair value gap since it's no longer be applicable anymore, because after price came back to tap on this swing level here, you see this level here, this left leg here is similar to what we have on our own left leg area here. And price tapped it, price reacted, and for us, price tapped it, right? I started reacting as well, so I knew for sure, like, okay, the buys are on. You understand? So last week was really crazy. Okay, last week was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it was crazy. It was nuts. So what I did, I was patient because we were still bearish. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Then I saw a change of trend here. Price did a change of trend, meaning price wants to buy. You feel me? So I marked out this other block level to use as a pullback for more buys to the upside. Price looked at me and took out my stop loss. And I made Price did that. I was like, nah, okay, nah. Gold is playing too much. So I marked out the zone and I called it a week. I had 3 straight losses for this week and it was terrible. It was terrible, bro. It was terrible. Against really. So I marked out the zone. I was like, if price is not going above or below the zone, I am out, right? I am not involved and I do not want to be involved because this is just crazy. But yeah, I took the whole week off. Price bounced around, ranged a lot, ranged a lot. If you're selling, stop loss, if you're buying, stop loss here. And it was just like you can't hold gold for long last week and it will just be, straight up loss. Previously, we've had good weeks of wins constantly. So having one bad week, does not kill the process. You feel me? So it's still part of the process. So on Friday, there was a news with Iran and Trump. Okay, just bombing the missile thing. Price just took off. Maybe price took off on Friday. We all know that by okay, we all know that coming into the week into the new week, right? Coming to the new week in March. By March, we're expecting gold to keep going higher. And depending on how good fly, we might see price go all time, similar to what happened here as well. Okay, similar to what happened here as well. I will tell you, first of all, yeah, that when price got to this level, the buys here was also chaotic before it took off. So I don't know if it's a common event because if you notice here, like when price tapped on this level and tried to buy, like if you notice it was still chaos here as well. Like let me go to one of our time frames so you see what I'm saying. It was like a common event. It was just pure chaos. It was buying and stop loss hit, stop loss hit again. Like if you try to buy, stop loss hit. If you try to sell, stop loss hit. Like it was just rendezvous. So it was chaotic before price went up. So, similar thing happened. I just had to take a break from the market as well. So I don't, cover my wins with losses. So I took my wins home, and I was like, I was done. So yeah, I think things happen in the market. So this coming week, what I'd expect from gold is quite simple. The war escalated over Saturday and Sunday. Between it's not Sunday yet, but today Saturday. There were a lot of bombs thrown at Dubai. Okay, missiles falling into Dubai, and Dubai was really pissed. Other countries were pissed, and if it was escalating, gold is going to make it massive dive to the upside. And gold makes it massive dive to the upside. Our focus is just look for buy trades because this will be the start of a massive all-time high movement again. And trading all-time highs is quite easy. Your bias is bullish, meaning you don't need to look for sells, just focus on looking for buy trades and plan accordingly. So yeah, that's a lot for you guys. It was pretty short because not much happened. This was an entire week's movement in a single platter plane. So there wasn't really much movement to really, make anything out of. Yeah, but I hope that at the start of this new week, I would have more analysis and more setups to give you guys. And, I'll have more results to show you guys and do a breakdown of it at the end of the week. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is part 4. My name is Elisha. So yeah, we have a very beautiful mentorship program where we teach students how to do all of these things from start to finish. Our programs move from beginners pre-mastery to mastery, where you have to deal with a lot of curriculum to learn how to build your strategy, to build your confidence in the market, and you get to analyze with us, and yeah, you build experience. So I hope I see you in the classes. I hope you join, and I'll catch you there. Have a good one. Bye, guys.